Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion goes the tight end. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Stafford. It's brought in by Harris. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run for it with Akers. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And the Rams at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And the all-pro safety Budda Baker in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
And Murray's going to keep this. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get in to make it 8-0. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1. Made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Play action. Stafford. On the move to his left. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Cardinals 8, Rams 0.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They snap it to Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Rams have got it back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
On first down, Stafford here. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 9-yard gain.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle, and room there to work it inside the 25.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
In motion left, Robinson. From the red zone now, Stafford. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
A give up the middle to Akers. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
What an
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Gay's kick is good, and they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk about the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
26-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll just get rid of it. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4. And the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. Murray going to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's going to make our score 15-3.
Makes the score Cardinals 15, Rams 3. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. First carry for James Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down carry for Henry. Pushes past him. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Murray off play action. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Henry again on second down. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the slot man goes in motion left. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, LA! That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second down, they go again with Henry. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. To throw is Murray. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Henry. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play through. See what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The pitch to Henry. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Henry will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And his pass incomplete. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Stafford on first down.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 40-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for Rams.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Down inside the 10.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Rams, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Akers diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Throwing again is Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
At the 7-yard line.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
2-2 Atwell.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw is caught here by Anderson.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cards, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year.